Welcome to the Natural Solar Zodiac and its planetary rulers. When we study the natural solar zodiac, we're looking for the cosmic order of energy, how consciousness moves through each sign from Aries all the way through Pisces. It is not based on anyone's individual chart, it's the universal pattern, the journey of the soul through the 12 archetypes of human experience. Each sign builds upon the last, and each is ruled by a graha, or a planet, that colors its expression. Let's travel through them one by one, and I'm going to share my screen so that you can see a little bit of it in a visual manner. And here we go. So this zodiac begins with Aries, and Mars is the ruling planet. And I'm hoping you're liking my little solar constellation star swirling around here. So Aries, as we see, is the first house in the natural order. But the constellation that was on the eastern horizon when you were born could have been any of the 12. But when you're looking at an astrology chart, sometimes people will get confused because they see the numbers and they don't necessarily know what that means. We'll come back to that in a second. I'll give you another visual. So when we see number 1, it's Aries. When we see number 2, it's Taurus. You can see here each of the ruling planets, also known as lords. It's the lord of that constellation. You will notice that Mars has 2 zodiac signs, as do all of them except for the sun and the moon. So Mars rules both Aries and Scorpio, but Aries is seen as the masculine energy and Scorpio is seen as the feminine energy. Number 2, we have Taurus, ruled by Venus. Venus also rules Libra. Libra is the masculine and Taurus is the feminine. So you'll see how it goes in every other. Aries, masculine, Taurus, feminine, Gemini, masculine, Cancer, feminine. So you see that the moon and the sun here are the rulers of Cancer and Leo. And then we come back to, again, Virgo is ruled by Mercury along with Gemini ruling Mercury. Sagittarius and Pisces are both ruled by Jupiter, and Capricorn and Aquarius are both ruled by Saturn. We can get a little bit of a feeling for what those constellations bring us. Aries, ruled by Mars, fire, intensity, the spark of creation. Taurus, number 2, earthy, stability, beauty, art. Number 3, Gemini, ruled by Mercury. The element is air, curiosity, speech, logic, learning, exploring. Number 4, Cancer, ruled by the moon. The element is water, consciousness turning inward, emotion, nurturing, protection. Number 5, ruled by the sun, Leo, fire. The soul will stand in that full radiance, identity, purpose. Number 6, Virgo, the element is earth. We refine, we clarify, we serve, we heal, we organize. Number 7, Libra, ruled by Venus, air. It seeks balance, it seeks connection, it seeks kindness. Number 8, Scorpio, ruled by Mars, element is water, transformation, deep under the surface, unusual perspectives of what's going on. Number 9, Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter, element is fire. It awakens us, it expands our mind, wisdom, philosophy, truth, guiding, inspiring. Number 10, Capricorn, ruled by Saturn. It's an earth element. It teaches us patience, responsibility, perseverance. Number 11, Aquarius, also ruled by Saturn, now an air element. Visionary, humanity, bringing systems of innovation together. And number 12, ruled by Jupiter, Pisces, a water element, returning to source, the final release. So when we look at them in an order, we can see Aries first, fire, ruled by Mars. Now, in the center here, these are ways that we can express how much mobility you have in making a change based on that natural positioning. So wherever Aries is, it's a cardinal position. Wherever Taurus is, it's a fixed position. There's not much you can do to change that. We start to just associate with what's going on. When we have Gemini, it's mutable. That means that you can shift things around. You can put it into the environment of something else and make a change. I would love to have you explore a few more of these amazing topics. Let's look and see what your first house is. What was the constellation on the eastern horizon when you were born? And then what I'm going to also do right now is stop the share here. I'm going to pull up what a natural house order looks like so that you can see why this is so relevant to sharing what we're doing. So if I pull up, here we go. Perfect example. Sharing again. Thank you for your patience. So as you see here, this person's ascendant is number 3. So if we go, what's number 3? I'm going to stop that share so we can pop back and forth between the two. Thanks for your patience again. Here's the whole desktop. So if we look at number 3 and then we hop over to the natural zodiac order, what was number 3? Number 3 was Gemini. So we know that Gemini is this ascendant right over here. If we look at another person's chart, we see that number 11 would be Aquarius. So their ruling ascendant, their ruling planet would be Saturn. We come back and we see Aquarius here. So you see how that number is different? It's 11 here. That doesn't mean the 11th house. That means Aquarius. The first house is always at this center. The first house is always at the center. See how there's a number 3 here, a number 11 there. Let's pull up one more chart. Now we have a number 7 here. So this is a Libra ascendant. So this person's ascendant is ruled by Libra. This person's ascendant is ruled by Saturn. This person's ascendant is ruled by Mercury. All of these numbers stand for the same numbers that you see here in this particular order. I'm going to show you one more quick chart. Let's see if I got this. There we go. There you have the numbers right there. So you have Aries, Mars, fire element. And those are the first 3 categories that I would really familiarize yourself with. The modality is a little bit more advanced, but where you see fixed, those are the houses where you're going to have more of a challenge. If you want to shift something, it's better to refine your experience and have a different connection to what it is. Mutable, cardinal, these are all different words explaining that. So again, let's leave that off for now, but understand when you see the number 6, it automatically connects to Virgo. When you see the number 9, it automatically connects to Sagittarius. So if I were to say, hey, what is your 7th house? They would look down 7th house, number 9. Oh, number 9 is Sagittarius. That would tell us a lot about that house of relationship. I hope that this has been helpful. The most important thing is associating the number with the sign. Once you have that information, you're going to be able to look at your chart and know what each of the constellation new numbers represent so that you know what solar constellation that is. Remember, number 1, Aries, only applies to that being their first house if there's an Aries ascendant. If you are a Pisces ascendant, you're going to see number 1 actually in your 2nd house because Pisces ascendant would be number 12. Again, loving having you all here. Let me know your comments, your questions, and I will see you on a different conversation. Cheers.